What's goody squad? It's Phuca-Pod here. Of course. Welcome to another edition of Phuca-Pod. Be sure to check us out on all social media platforms at Phuca-Pod. That's at Phucaname. You know what I'm saying? And if you like the content, however you're listening to us, give us a like, a follow, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and Spotify podcast, and leave a comment for any content you want to hear from us in the future, or however we can improve our content if need be. Please, we will love their feedback and all your comments and stuff like that. Give us a comment on all social media platforms or podcast platforms. Just rate us at 5 stars, like I said before. You know what I'm saying? Helps the platform a lot. So, it's your boy Wav3yGawd here, and of course I'm here with the usual squad spec. You know what I'm saying? The other two couldn't be here today. They had some stuff to do. Life got in the way. But we got a good show for y'all today. So, squad spec, introduce yourself.
What up, y'all? What up? It's your man, DesertSkies. Me and Wav3yGawd are over here holding it down. The other two over there having like lives and stuff, not being here. Not playing. But it's good. Make sure to check me out at DesertSkies, DesertSkies. Look out for the funny.
Of course, man. He stayed putting out the content, the video content, the funny reels for y'all on TikTok and on Instagram reels. Give him a like. Give him and share the stuff with your friends. Cause I know you think it's funny, so I think your friends gonna think it's funny too. You know what I mean? And we learn how to tag Phuca-Pod in the actual thing too, so it shows up on his and our page. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I moved up. I'm like, okay, I'm like trying to do this right since hashtags aren't enough. Like, there you go. We've got collaborators and everything.
Oh yeah, we collaborating and everything now. And he ain't the only one. For us, he be doing it too. If you've been following us, we've been doing the squad slap versus recently. We just had our second one this week actually. I think it was God of War versus Elden Ring, I think.
Yeah,
and the first one we had, was what was it? The original
Dragon, and then the Japanese version.
Yeah, and I think Rock the Dragon won, which is not really surprising.
Which is, of course, but we need y'all to come back because right now it's just like a little bit like, oh yeah, it's like 5-2 or like 4-4. Nah, I need to see like 20 to like 7.
Yeah, we need y'all to vote, man.
Vote for these things.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's every Wednesday at 12 p.m. on Instagram, Phuca-Pod. Again, that's Phucaname. I'm gonna say it like Frosty. I tried anyway, whatever. Well, of course, as it come through, show your love, man. Vote for these squad slaps. Try and get up in the atmosphere. You know what I mean? Trying to be that number one gaming source for everything nerdy. And also check out Nerd too, because they have a video kind of podcast review of Last of Us season 1. So y'all check them out too on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're definitely doing their thing. That's actually family over there. That's a Wav3yGawd's cousin and one of his bros. So please check them out. Now, just to warn you, Wav3yGawd's cousin a little crazy, but he over there got the good content though.
Oh yeah, if y'all heard the last season and the Nerd Institute attacks, we talked about Avatar and stuff like that, which he had a crazy hot take. But y'all listen to that when y'all have the time to. You know what I mean? But
that man
it was a fun episode.
Hot takes for the sake of having hot takes. He just be saying things. That's okay.
Yeah, that might be his nickname, Eric Hot Takes. You know what I mean? But like I said, we got a good show for y'all today, a good podcast episode for y'all today. So let's start off with some news, shall we? Got a nice little topic that was actually Desert's topic. We're gonna go a little bit into that today, but when the rest of the squad is here, we're gonna try to embellish that. You know what I mean? So, but we got a couple news topics for y'all today. Man. One of the biggest ones that came out recently is that the PlayStation Showcase. We talked about it recently on the last podcast, and I think the podcast before that it was a rumor that it was going to have a PlayStation Showcase sometime in May, but we didn't know. It was all rumors and leaks coming around, and we didn't know what was going on, but the leaks that were coming out were from like actual reputable sources. You know what I'm saying? So
since people don't want to go to E3 no more.
Yo, E3 is like it look. I think COVID messed up a lot of stuff though, like, especially E3, the movie theaters, like because like I mean Nintendo was ahead of it first though, because they started to do Treehouse Lives like I think 2017. They were like
They did,
we
but
don't
they
need
still
E3.
came to E3 though. They still had their little setup in there. They paid their money, but then like you said, COVID came, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait, Nintendo's doing something. Let's copy them again.
They were like, oh, we don't have to pay for a booth. Oh, we can do it. We can run this ourselves. Oh, we don't need E3 no more. Like so, I think it might be.
Yeah,
it low key might be the end of it.
That, but hey.
Like it low key might be the end of E3 for the most part because they were supposed to come back this year, and then it was like,
and the big three drop out: Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony. I'm like, yeah, it's dead.
Yep, Ubisoft dropped out.
PlayStation stuff and like Treehouse, and it's like, okay, whatever.
Yep, you know when they start doing once they started doing their own showcases, it was like, ooh, I don't see them ever coming back to E3 because why would you pay for a booth? Like I said, why would you pay for a booth? You could do it yourself and like basically do it for free, if not less money than you would do spending it going all the way to LA, setting up a booth, setting up a press conference, and all that kind of stuff. Nah, keep it in house. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, but it was such a vibe because I'm pretty sure even the booth wasn't like the most expensive part. It was getting all that swag.
It was. Oh yeah, you went one year, didn't you?
Yeah, you went like when I first went to E3 a few times. It was so much fun. You stand in line for like an hour and a half for like a pen. You're like, yeah, next one. You're just like, oh, this one gets a shirt. And I get to play like a 10-minute demo after standing in this line for 2 hours. So you really had to pick who you wanted to go to.
So you had to like really be on some like, all right, you got to plan out strategically the date before you get into the actual like convention center.
You know, going to E3 is like going to an amusement park. You're like, okay, we're hitting A, B, and C. If you are not in those lines, when we go there, you're getting left behind.
Get out the way.
Food court, and the food court give you the same food, but it'd be just tasty because you just be hungry, dehydrated, and hype at the same time. And you're like, I'm going to sit on the ground right next to this trash can and eat my food and then go back at it again because everybody already been at the seats for like 2 hours. Like, okay, well, everybody's going to the booths. I'm going to stay here and hold my spot for my friends. And then when it's time to eat, I'll be cool. And I'm like, dang, man, I wanted to sit down actually. But you know what? Forget that.
Yeah, forget it. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to go to E3, but that because what year did you go? Was it 2016 or 2017?
I think I went both years because that's when I entered the game industry and I was able to get free tickets.
Oh, so you was like kind of like was you? Oh, you were like media basically and stuff like that for the most part.
Professional pass. And then 1 year, I think before that, it kicked in. I did volunteering and that was fun.
That's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. I think the only time me and I went to something that was remotely close to that, and not really close, was when me and Cornered went to PAX East in 2017. So that was March 2017. Yeah, he got tickets. He went to Boston. Yeah, so
those are still on my list. I still want to go to like PAX East, PAX West. Still want to go back to GDC. That was a very fun one to go to. You know, more educational, professional, but still a great conference to go to. But yeah.
Yeah, man. PAX East was fun because it was like it wasn't as crowded. Like it wasn't E3, so it wasn't as crowded, and you could like play a lot more stuff. It was a lot more indie, and it was some like other things there. A lot of more swag, like the swag passes, shirts, and bags, and all that kind of stuff. But like I said, it wasn't as crowded. But there was one, y'all people that go to these gaming conferences, y'all gotta shower, man. Y'all have to shower because I'm talking to everyone of y'all that don't shower that go to gaming conference or gaming tournament. Y'all have to start doing that. Put some Under Armour, some like not Under Armour, some deodorant on or something because yo, there was this one hallway. I don't mean to get off topic, but there was this one hallway and that me and Corner went down, or we were about to go down. We were like going to like the main show floor, and there was a hallway there. And I'll never forget, it was people just playing DSs, you know, people just doing regular stuff, which they probably could have done that at home, whatever, but it's whatever. So we went in the start of the hallway, we just see these stenches hit our nose like, yo, we're not walking down. We're going to go to the escalator or something. We're not doing this. Like, it was so bad. It was really bad. Like, y'all have to stop this. There's something called a shower and deodorant, yo, like body hygiene. Like, y'all got to stop this, man. Like,
you know, and it's so funny because people be like, this is even more off topic, but I saw this on Twitter, and people were like, people don't date nerdy guys, people don't do this. I'm like, yes they do, but the ones who know how to shower and interact and be social to some degree, like
exactly, you know. You can't just be
Like
to
that's
yourself all the
embarrassing.
time.
Like you in front of your people. Like this is your people. You're like, I don't have to do nothing over here. Oh. So you be sweating all day knowing full well you didn't take a shower, and then you like raise your arms and maybe get somebody high five, and you kill half the show floor. I'm like, dang man.
Like you kill half the line in the line for half the people in line for the games and all that. That's the way to get to the front. Actually, is go like everyone just passes out, moves away. Like, all right, I'll play this right now.
Yeah, E3 was a little bit stinky in parts too, but luckily there was like, they always have like the booth babes and stuff, so people like tried to take shower because everybody want to take a picture. But,
with them, yeah.
Those pockets of funk.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we just want to tell y'all that. I mean, we don't want to go off topic, but y'all gotta talk shit. Taking showers, taking care of yourselves. You know what I mean? Like, especially when y'all go out to places, y'all have to start doing that. Even though
listen to Squad.
Like, listen to Squad, man. And rate us 5 stars too on Apple and the Spotify podcast.
Please do. We actually improved your life with these simple words. Yeah, spread us around. Be like, you know what? Squad said we do need to take showers. We do need to take care of ourselves. If not for ourselves, then for the ladies or whoever.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Romantically interested in.
Exactly. That should be a clip right there. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do that in the editing room. That should be a clip though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Take a shower. Squad wants you to take a shower. We're about to come out with Phuca soap.
With different video game sense and all that. Different video games.
Smell like Sonic collecting rings. Smell like Mario eating a mushroom.
Oh, I can't even say it smells like Donkey Kong. That's nasty. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh man, smell like Link. Actually, no. I don't know if Link showers either. Nah, I can't say that either.
Full well Link don't shower. He might just jump in a river and
that's it. Just like day. Oh man,
wipe off all this orc blood off me. There you
go. Something like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Not to get too far off topic, but yeah. So I mean, out to the PS Showcase on next Wednesday, May 24th. I think at 1 p.m. Pacific, so that's 4 p.m. Eastern. So there's a lot of rumors going around that the main games is going to be like Spider-Man 2 gameplay, maybe some Wolverine gameplay or a show of it. It was saying that Ghost of Tsushima 2 might come through, but that's a rumor. That's a big rumor because I don't even know if that's like official going to come out or not. So,
if Ghost of Tsushima 2 comes out, Corner is about to just drop everything. We'll see him again. Be like, what?
I'm gonna go crazy at that. That game was so good. Like, it was on the PS4 too, and it ran so smooth. Like, that's when the PS4 was like at the end of his lifetime. But it was like that and Last of Us 2 were like. The low screens are basically, it was basically no low screens in that. And it was on PS4. That's crazy to me. And it was just a good game. Like, it was creative and it was great.
The narrative was fire. The gameplay was fire. I felt like a real samurai. The choices we were making. And just having to cut down people. And then my uncle, and I'm man, if y'all didn't play the first one, I'm not gonna spoil for you, but the relationship between you and your uncle, that's
yeah.
That hits. And then what happens at the end hurts. But
it does, man. It really does hurt, you know what I'm saying? Like, that game was so good, and I'm vouching that to me, because 2020 to me was like one of the best game of the years that I've seen in a while. Cause it was so many bangers coming out. It was Ghost of Tsushima, it was Hades, there was Final Fantasy VII
Don't get
remake.
me started on Hades.
the way that Corner feels about Ghost of Tsushima and Metal Gear Solid and Witcher, that's how Desert thinks about Hades. That's better than Hades.
I love me Hades, and the fact that Hades 2 is going to come out, I think maybe next year. I'm like beyond hype. I still haven't low key finished Hades 1. There's still so much like.
Can you even finish it? Can you even finish like a roguelike? Oh, you can. Oh,
I've heard people finish it, and they just you just keep going through the thing. You get through the whole story, but you can still keep playing it. But I'm like, I haven't got to that part because everything I play is just still like, I have no reruns of lines yet. And I'm just like, what's happening? I've been playing this for like I thought 2 years off and on.
It's not. It's a roguelike, but it's so fun. Like, that game is fun. Like, I put that down recently just because I got Mega Man Battle Network, the port and stuff like that. So, but I mean, Hades is mad fun. I got that on sale, so I think it was a good purchase. Yeah. You know what I mean? So,
like I said, don't let me get started. Either way, I promise you, for the PS showcase, it's probably gonna be like some new games and then the PS5 Pro. Watch, I'm calling it now. PS5 Pro about to come out.
Yeah, because the PS5 Pro already I think we already put that out there too. That like it's official. Like they're sending out. Well, it's a rumor, but there's a rumor that they sent out dev kits already to like their first party developers for PS5 Pros.
Oh yeah, because like it's been 3-4 years maybe since the PS5 came out, so it's about time they about to come out for a Pro. People who like, should I buy a PS5 now?
Basically,
and it's like you might as well get the Pro. I'm
well.
not. I already got my day one.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at it right now. Like
I know, like they looking at you right now because my PS5 running fine.
It does. Right. You know, PS5 Pro. I mean, like I said, that I'm pretty sure it's gonna get announced too over there, and like so you just new IPs and all that kind of stuff. You know, and then that's basically gonna kick off Summer Games Fest because after that, I think June 11th is when the Xbox Showcase comes, and then the Starfield Direct, and then you got Summer Games Fest on June 8th. I think Xbox has to like, after the disappointment of Redfall that happened this past week, I think Starfield has to be a banger. Cause like it's gonna be people gonna look at Xbox and Bethesda. Well, maybe not Bethesda because they always release buggy stuff. We said about it in the last podcast that they release a lot of buggy stuff. But Arcane is like people disappointed in Arcane because Arcane was the ones that made Dishonored. And I know you love Dishonored.
I love Arcane. Oh my god, I love Dishonored 1. I love Dishonored 2. I like Deathloop.
Yeah, see, and they made all those right, and then they make Redfall. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but it's a rumor going around too.
Bigwigs are like ruining a lot of different things for a lot of different people. It's like, like we making business decisions because we want more money, but I'm like, if you make the better business game decisions, you'll get the money. Like gamers, we spend money, and if you don't have your own money, you spend your parents' money. But Squad over here mature and got jobs, so we spend our own money. Like,
we got jobs. It's awful, but we got jobs. Some of that these games are going up in price.
Adulthood is the worst hood you'll ever be in. Quote.
It is.
That's not an original quote, but it's a quote.
It's a quote. It's a quote. Desert Sky is quoted. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think so shout out to the PS Showcase coming. I'm gonna be watching it. I'm pretty sure everybody here's gonna be watching it, so we'll have some news for y'all, especially like after it's showed off and everything. Also, this past week, I think it was a couple of days ago, Mortal Kombat 1 got announced. There was a rumor that it was gonna get announced at the PS Showcase, actually, but obviously it didn't happen. It happened a couple weeks before and everything. And it's called Mortal Kombat 1. Because like apparently in Mortal Kombat 11 in the story mode, I think at the end of it, the universe kind of gets rebooted basically. So
that's because of Liu Kang. Because Raiden gives Liu Kang power, so he becomes the god of fire. I actually watched this on Twitter too, and so it was Liu Kang versus Shang Tsung, and then the story is whoever wins gets the power of the universe or whatever. So of course, canon wise, Kane wins, and so he like reboots the universe and like gives it peace. But if you want to change someone, then he would have been like the ultimate like warlord over everything. So if you look at the trailer, you see that Liu Kang's like, I want to give people a choice. You don't have to be like killing everybody, or you could actually be on like the same page. But then like Shang Tsung comes and just messes up his universe, and Liu Kang's like, I'm not about to have that.
Basically, I mean to me that sounds. That's the reason that makes more sense why it's called Mortal Kombat 1 now. Because when I first saw it, I'm like, that marketing is gonna be crazy. Like, why is it called Mortal Kombat 1? It took a page out of Xbox's book with Xbox One. Like, I don't know. But
Mortal Kombat 720.
That's what 360 should have been. That's what Xbox One should have been called. It should have been called 720. But
yeah, we still remember. The North remembers. We were looking for the Xbox 720, and you gave us Xbox One or Xbox Series X, both of those, and I was just like, wait, what?
Basically, you know what I'm saying? I think that like we still didn't forget that Xbox of that naming, and we didn't forget that at E3 either. That y'all clearly lost.
For, like, Xbox Scarlet too. Like, man, we were looking for everything. We were all basically. Ugh.
Yeah, I think their marketing department is not the best, but I mean, they still sold some good stuff, by the end of the life cycle, and they still didn't catch up to PlayStation, or Nintendo, but yeah, whatever, that's fine.
Yeah, but definitely, was it Mortal Kombat ended with a banger line? It was like Liu Kang said to Shang Tsung, he's about to like fatality him. He was like, "You, you didn't choose peace, so you chose war of a god." And then he kills him. I'm like,
Wow.
ah, ah.
Like
Like I'm not even good at
that's
Mortal
how it
Kombat. So I
ended.
never buy them. Yeah, but I'm about to get this one just because that was just a fire line. It's like you didn't choose peace, so you chose war of a god. I'm like, remember that? Use that somewhere. Like,
Then that's kind of fire. Like shout out to that was Liu Kang that said that.
yeah. And then he just slices that man in half with his bare hands. He just takes his whole skull and
Yeah, that's crazy. See, and like it's a like I said, it's a good time. I said this many times before, but it's a good time to be a fighting game fan. You got that coming out September. You got Tekken coming out, Tekken 8 coming out soon, and you got Street Fighter 6. And the beta is out for Street Fighter 6 this weekend. Actually, we're recording this on May 20th, and I think the beta came out. Was it Thursday or Friday? It came out. I think it came out Friday. I think so. So I downloaded it on my PS5, and I think it's on Xbox as well, but I got on PlayStation because that's where I started Street Fighter at. But the beta is out this weekend, so I think you'll be able to try the online system. Obviously, you try the online system. I think you could create your character, maybe, or is I think just fighting with the regular character. I didn't look it up. I'm sorry, guys. But the beta is out this weekend. The beta's out this weekend, so y'all go check that out. Street Fighter 6. You know what I'm saying? Get y'all pieces and y'all combos up, so when the game actually drops, y'all can actually be good online and maybe get some fighting game tournaments. Maybe I don't know. I don't know.
yeah. I'm about to. This is gonna be my like season of buying all my fighting games I always want to buy because I finally just got a what was it, Injustice 2, which is a long time ago, and I'm like,
Oh,
I need to get all the
you
games
just got
for
that?
one. Yeah, I just been lazy because like I love fighting games, but it's like there's so much other things I like to play too. Because I've been like big into shooters, battle royales. Because you know me and Apex and or
Of course.
me and Overwatch, but we won't talk about Overwatch because you know people mad about that one. But like I still gotta buy Guilty Gear Strive. Like there's just so much stuff I just need to just have just so I can say I have it. So it's like, oh hey, what you want to play? Oh, I got like 5 fighting games we could play. So let's.
What you want? And it's still, I haven't played fighters in a long time. I'll just say that right now. I haven't played fighters in a long time. So.
You ain't the only one. And every time I look at it online, I'm like, it's such a beautiful game. It looks like so much fun.
Right.
And I remember like Cornered like beat our butts so bad. And I'm just like, you know what? It's okay.
You know, he'll just say get good and practice in the dojo, but you know.
I mean, he's partly right, but it's just like, man. Then Apex came out, and I was like, well,
there goes my life.
there it goes. Because I was actually decent at ranked. I think I got to like the Super Saiyan God Blue, and that's why I should have focused on. I should have been like, let me just keep playing ranked because those are people actually my own skill. While I was like a corner over here was like Omni God or whatever he was, like somebody was way better than me, obviously. But
I mean that's how it is online too, especially in the fighting game community. Like they just be like people that are actually in the fighting game community. They just like literally just like practice all day with these combos and just getting the strings together and the line and like the matchups together. Like they just do a lot. Like me watching like different fighting game tournaments and like watching these people like Sonic Fox and the Kill Sage like on their actual YouTube channel. They just be practicing all the time and like you see it when they play in these tournaments. Like it's crazy. It's really crazy. So.
it's hard being a gamer sometimes because there's so many good games. Like I still need to finish Hogwarts.
Same.
I need to finish it.
I haven't finished. Look, you're not the only one. Like I know Corner finished it a while ago. I still haven't finished it. It's on my PS5. Like I think I'm like 21 hours in. I don't know where I'm at in the story because I just do a lot of side quests and stuff like that and everything. So I mean, I just be playing other stuff. Like it's just a lot. Like my backlog is crazy right now. My backlog is crazy.
My
so.
backlog is stupid, and then the games keep going. Because I told myself, oh, I'm gonna play Hogwarts, and then I'm gonna finally play Forbidden West. But we still here, and then other games have to be piling on top of that. I'm just like, oh my god.
The life of a gamer, you know what I'm saying? Life of a gamer. But shout out to Mortal Kombat 1. September 19th is coming out, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'll get it. I'm probably gonna get Street Fighter 6 and Tekken. I don't know if I'm gonna get Mortal Kombat 1, but if y'all gonna get it, shout out to y'all. You know what I mean? So let me see what else there is. Oh, also, there was a rumor that came out, I believe it was yesterday, that the two Sekiro Shadow Dice Twice and also Ghost of Tsushima, which you just talked about, they might be getting anime adaptations. So I'll let you kick it up there. So what do you think about that?
Yo, if Ghost of Tsushima gets an anime adaptation, I am about to be freaking out. Like that just be so far because it's not gonna like we were playing like regular like moves of like the samurai. Like it still looked epic, but it wasn't like like mystical. But I know if they do like an anime adaptation, like he's gonna be like sword. He's gonna be like water form, and he's like whoosh. It's not gonna be no Demon Slayer type crap. But you're gonna see like a difference, like how the animation slices and stuff, and then having the Mongols go after each other. And
Oh
him in
yeah.
there and just be like, he's really gonna play with that ghost thing. Like he's gonna be in a village and then like fog's gonna come through, then he's gonna disappear, and it's gonna be like he's gonna be part ninja too. It's gonna be like, oh my god.
It's gonna like I swear, I swear, like cause since we play Ghost of Tsushima, so I'm more excited about Ghost of Tsushima if this is true. I hope it is. I think more so Sekiro is like the one that might be more true, but I didn't play that game because
I don't
I'm
play
not
either,
good.
so I can't tell you.
Yeah, I think Corner played a little bit of it. I don't think Frosty played anything, but I know Corner played a little bit of it. I don't think he finished it. I don't know if he finished it. Don't quote me on that because I don't know if he did or not. But I mean, I don't know. I think I'll be excited for either one, but I have to know what studio is actually doing it because depending on the studio, it could be trash or good. But the stories will be good regardless to me. So
Yeah, and you need like hit us with some name like Mappa's doing it, or like who's a good studio I also
Trigger.
like. Trigger, yeah. Trigger might be too cartoony of a style for them, but yeah, I definitely I think of it like
I can see that
way.
for Sekiro maybe. Trigger. I can see Sekiro. I can do them. I can see him doing Sekiro. I don't know about Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know who. I don't know who'd be a good studio for that, honestly. But I'm hype either way. I just gotta see the studio. They got a nice studio that's actually going to do it, and if this is actually true, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, because when I think Ghost of Tsushima be cool because they look like demons, not demons, Hell's Paradise. Because that'd be kind of a lit like art style for it. I'm looking at Hell's Paradise right now. Good anime. Go watch it.
oh, is
I'm
it?
probably
Cause
gonna talk
I
about that
have
one day.
I seen it on my Crunchyroll. Like it seemed like something that like I would like, but I haven't like watched it yet. 'Cause I think I just finished. I've been watching what's it called, Mashal, which is muscles and magic or whatever, which is basically like a mashup
I
of
haven't
like
heard of that one.
it's basically like I think it's six episodes out right now. To me, it's basically we'll get into this later, but it's like basically a matchup of like One Punch Man and Harry Potter. That's what to me. That's what it sounds like. To me, that's what like it feels like whenever I watch it.
Okay,
So
we have to check that out.
yeah,
Sounds
tell me
like
check it
Wavy
out.
has a good recommendation with Blue Lock, so I'll have to check that one out too.
Hey, yo, we gonna get into that in a second because that's part of the topic. We gonna get into that in a second though, but hold that thought real quick. And then the last piece of news, well, I'll just say it. We're gonna discuss this nothing like that, but it was apparently Stray, the game about the cat, whatever. That was supposed to be a PS5,
Yeah.
PlayStation exclusive. Yeah, so it got rated by the ESRB recently for Xbox and Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and S. So basically, that sounds like it's going to be coming to Xbox, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be on Game Pass because it's already on PS Plus, Essential, and whatever the other one is called.
Oh,
Then I'm
this I could
pretty
get it for okay. Let me
yeah,
check
it's
that
on
out
there.
then. 'Cause everybody talk about Stray being this good game, and it just did not appeal to me in the slightest.
It didn't to me.
So,
It didn't to me either. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. Like if they say it was a relaxing experience and everything like that. I know Corner said he finished it. He said he said it was fire. It was nominated for Game of the Year last year. So I mean, no, no,
yeah, like I still need to play Seafood. Like, I don't
same.
know, the amount of games I need to at least try for at least a good solid 10 hours. When you think of 10 hours, that's the whole workday. Like,
Right.
God.
Like, when you think about it, it's crazy. But shout out to Stray coming to Xbox. Well, that's a rumor, but I think it actually happened on ESRB's website. So I won't be surprised if at the Xbox showcase they announced that Stray is coming to Xbox and coming to Xbox Game Pass. I won't be surprised. But also, shout out to Tears of the Zelda. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom already sold 10 million copies in its first weekend alone worldwide. Not in US, but worldwide. To me, that's insane. Like,
Are we really surprised? The second people stopped Breath of the Wild, people wanted this game, and we waited
I mean,
3+ years for this thing. I feel like
6 years, if anything. Well, it got announced in like what 2021, 2020 that sequel was coming. I think so. Yeah, like 3 years and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, if Legend of Zelda, it's always gonna sell good. So I feel you on that. But you know, I'm just saying they need to switch a Switch 2 or a Switch Pro or something. Like they need to up this. They need to up it, man. I mean, I know we go for Nintendo for like the gameplay and they have lovable characters and everything, but at a certain time, like, it's time to like upgrade your console because it be looking ashy when you be playing it sometimes, man. Like, I think the last game I played that was actually for the Switch is a Bayonetta 3. Even that, I loved it, but it just looks so ashy playing it, man. Need to upgrade it ASAP.
I know. Like, Nintendo has everything else right about it, but Lord, their system, yes, it's portable. You could play this thing anywhere, but man, give it some lotion, some sunscreen, something.
Something, you know what I'm saying? Like, they need to do something with it. Like, Nintendo's just stingy, though, but, like, we talked about it in another episode, like, last season or the season before that. Like, they're part of the big three of Disney, Nintendo, and Apple. They're going to do whatever they want, and, like, they don't got to listen to nobody because they got their industries on lock. So it's like, they're not going to listen to us. Hopefully they do.
Yeah, I ain't ditching Nintendo no time soon because, I mean, like, Splatoon 3 still be one of my favorite shooters. I don't be playing that much as I should. But when I get back on, I'm like, oh, my God, this is still great. Why haven't I played this in a while? Now I'm
Wait,
like,
what shooter?
Yeah, Apex. Splatoon 3.
Oh, Splatoon. Okay, yeah. I haven't played in this Splatoon, so I can't.
They're amazing games. And you're like, oh, yeah, this should be, like, way bigger than what it is. But no, I just looked it up. Yeah, Breath of the Wild came out in 2017.
Yeah, that was the launch game for the Switch.
6 years, like you said. So, like, when people were just like, let me just take this real quick, and then everybody's like, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10.
Basically.
And it looks great. It looks super fun. And then, like, when they come out with, like, the third one, The Legend of Zelda, The Fire of the Soul. Oh, Nintendo, don't you take that, you better credit us.
They gonna do something with it. If they take Fire of the Soul, they gonna know they listen to our podcast, and we're gonna send them.
And I'll be so hyped.
We're gonna send them we're gonna send them. We're gonna build them if they ever do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll be like good, because then I'll be like probably have kids by then, like in another 6-7 years, and be like, I need to pay for things, so I need that SUE money.
Give us some royalties. You know what I'm saying? Zelda Fire of the Soul.
Fire of the Soul, because you see it: Breath of the Wild, air. Tears of the Kingdom, water. Fire of the Soul, fire. And then, I don't know, they just going to do something for Earth or not do it.
Dirt of the, I don't know.
Dirt of the Royals.
Dirt of the Royals. Hey. Yo, we give me our free ideas. You give me free ideas, Nintendo. Y'all gotta take them. And y'all gotta give us royalties on the copies being sold. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's it for the news topics today. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we put them on Instagram as well, but we want to talk about them some more. So y'all go check them out on our Instagram. We put them on our Twitter too at Phuca-Pod. Of course, you know what I mean. So let's get into the main topic. You know what I mean? This has been on the squad's mind a little heavy and stuff like that for a while now, just to discuss it as a squad. But like I said before, not all of us are here, so we're gonna do like half of it. You know what I'm saying? Just give y'all a little piece of it and see what y'all like. You know what I'm saying? But I'll let you take it away, Desert. This is your topic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I've been trying to get this out squad for a while now, but we just gonna do it here. me and Wavy are enough to at least get the first part started off. So now, if you like me in some degree, you like sports or whatever. I don't really watch sports. You like playing sports, but you also love anime, and you think to yourself, "There's no way the two can collide, sports and anime." And then you're wrong. And then you're like, "Oh my God! If I could be a teenager in Japan who plays sports and do these things, it'd be so awesome."
It would be, just because, like, if it look, it's anime. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're always gonna do the extra, the most, and everything. So when you put sports into that, or you just get you'll get a love letter. You'll get a love letter. You know what I mean? So
and it makes you just want to play the sport. So, like, for example, because I would ask you, like, squad, like, what's the first sports anime that really got you into the genre of sports anime? And I'll tell you, when I was like, maybe it had to be like WB or something like that, maybe Toonami. I saw the Prince of Tennis. And I was
Prince of Tennis.
Prince of Tennis, what is this? And then I started watching it, and I'm just like, why is this making this sport look so fire? This is like little creepy dude over here be like, my name is Keith. Snake shot. And he'd be like, what? He did a snake shot. Impossible. It's like, oh,
Nani? And the snake shot, Nani, what's going on?
You over here did a simple lob in real life, but like the way he did it, like reminded people of a snake, and that's why he went to like the finals Grand Prix of all high school. Because sports animes are never with adults, rarely.
No, they're
It's
always with
high
kids.
schoolers,
Always, yeah.
always high school kids who are just strangely strong and talented, like full blown pro athletes.
Right, and I never heard of it, so I just looked it up. It came out in 2001 apparently, so I might give it a try. You know, I like sports anime, so you know what I mean. But shout out to Prince of Tennis. I didn't even know about that, but it sounds like I don't even know how many seasons it is. Probably just one season, because if it came out all the way back then, I'm pretty sure it was probably on Toonami maybe, because I would remember if it was on Kids WB.
Yeah, when Saturday cartoons were a thing,
Mm-hmm.
and they were really like goats. But like, what was your first sports anime, Wavy, that you remember?
Sports anime? I can't even tell you sports anime, because like when it comes to anime, like I look, kind of stayed away from the sports animes, just because like I think I'll be interested in them like that. But I will say the one to me that's been like fire like so far, it's been two, but my first one's been Ayawashi. To me, that one was really good. It was basically a soccer anime, but it was a good story in it too. And it just came out. I think
like those soccer animes. Okay,
soccer animes, yo man, soccer animes to me, like I mean, I know of Kuroko no Basket or whatever. I've heard of it, but I never watched.
Yeah,
I love that. I've heard of it. I haven't watched it, but I definitely heard of it many. I heard about it since like 2015, but I just never watched it. But yeah, soccer animes to me are the ones, because I think they're just so intense. Like soccer's already an intense sport, so you add anime into it, it's just like the trick shots they be hitting, like the thoughts in their mind whenever they see the whole field. And to me, that's what Ayawashi was. Like Ayawashi was just a good story, but you also have soccer. You add soccer into it. To me, it was just a match made in heaven. And I used to watch it every week last year on like Crunchyroll, and I'm patiently waiting for season 2 whenever it comes out. Like to me, that was so good. But then I think both of us like what I'm going to say next. And you said it earlier. Yes. Yo, shout out to Blue Lock, man. Yo, Blue Lock
is crazy. I'm reading the manga every week when it comes out. That's how
you reading the manga too?
Yeah, man. Like, yo, the manga is so fire, and the anime is just ridiculous. I just can't wait for season 2.
Yo, season 2, I can't wait. I don't read mangas and everything, so I can't wait for season 2 whenever it comes out. I mean, like I think I heard of it just through the rumblings. Like something I just heard, like everyone's talking about Blue Lock on the internet. I'm like, Blue Lock, and I see the post. I'm like, soccer? Okay. I tried. I'm like, yo, the first scene alone to me just got me hooked, and I think Frosty's starting to watch it on Hulu right now too. So I don't know why Corner still hasn't finished it yet, but that's
Corner's weird for that. Like I hope he hears this and realizes that he's weird for not finishing Blue Lock. But
yeah,
everybody got their own taste, even if they're bad. But no, shout out 100% to Wavy, because I knew nothing about Blue Lock until one day we were just talking in our regular chat. He's like, "Hey, have y'all heard of Blue Lock?" And we're like, "Blue Lock." I don't know. Like, you haven't finished all the other animes, Wavy. We're not listening to you, but I'll just have to be like, let's check out Blue Lock real quick. Next thing I know, I watched 5 episodes in a row. I'm like, what is this?
Yo, it's so good. Like the protagonist, everything about it, like just the way that like the thoughts that be going in his head whenever he's like about to kick the ball, like about to score, like the way they score to me is just amazing. Like
yo, the way they score. Jinpachi is my dude. Like that's what really sealed it for me. He was like, abandon your common sense. You are the star. I was like, oh. I want to be a striker.
Like it makes you want to get on the field and like actually want to play soccer and be a striker and everything. And I like the whole premises of the story too. That like they're trying to find like basically the Japan like World Cup team is in the toilet, national team is in the toilet and stuff like that. And they're like, you're trying to find a striker to be on this team that we can compete with everybody else. And like at first I'm like, so y'all trying to make these people be like ball hogs and whatever. And I'm like, you know what? I like it. All right.
And it's so funny when you think of the very first episode. I know we started talking about the GOAT before we give you other examples of sports anime, but we'll wrap it up with those. But this is the GOAT right here for at least us. But like the episode starts off with like soccer is is a game of 11 people. You work as a team. And then you get by the end of the episode, it's like, no, that's trash. That's why we're trash. Be that person. Bring that dog out that you got in you. Like,
Bring the dog out. Score the goal. Don't care what anyone else is talking about. Just score the goal right now.
That's your team. If you're good, your team will give you the ball so you can score.
Right, and like the guy that's in charge of the whole thing is like he wants that to come out of him so bad, and it's just like like every week I was just watching on my couch. I'm like, what's gonna happen next? And like whatever it ended, I'm like, no, like, oh man, like that was one of the ones where I was just like, why? Every week I was just waiting every Saturday, like whenever it dropped, I was just like, no, this is the one right here, because like I think whenever that was coming out every Saturday, I was also watching My Hero and Nier Automata's anime too. So I was like, okay, we're gonna have a whole Saturday damn near just like anime coming out. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? But Blue Lock was always the one I saved for last, just so I could like see end on excitement.
Yeah, Blue Lock is fire. If you have not watched it, please watch it. It's on Crunchyroll. It's fully dubbed and fully subbed, depending on what team you on. Like the manga's
Don't matter what
we're on
team.
like chapter like 200 and like something right now.
200 and
It's
something.
still going up in the mangas. It comes out every Tuesday for the most part. Like it's hype. Like, no, yeah, we're only 218, 217 right now. But like, if you didn't have to pick the main character as your favorite character, which is Izuki Yoichi, who would be your favorite character in Blue Lock?
Let me see something. Let me see something real quick, because I be forgetting the names of these characters real quick. So let me look that up while I'm here. But I think they were all good. But there was like I think, I don't want to say the. I'm trying to see. I don't want to say like the I don't want to say the glam guy, because I don't know. But I think
Are you?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Funny.
He is funny. He's super funny. But I don't know if I'm gonna say him, just because like just because he is funny though. But I don't know if I'm gonna say him per se. I'm trying to see.
But I love his archetype in anime. There's always that one dude in every anime who just like has that one word that they live by, and his and this one is glam, so everything has to be glam. The way he shoots, the way he breathes and like eats. He's like, oh, this is such a glam shot. Ooh, that's not
everything has to be fire. Everything has to be glam. If it's not glam, it is not. You didn't do anything. You didn't do it right.
You're not trying to be glam in this man's world. You are just trying to die. You are not getting the ball. You cannot
basically
win.
You know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. But when it comes to skill wise, I might have to go Nagi.
I do like me some Nagi. I like the the lazy genius who's like, oh wait, if I'm stop being lazy, I can be more of a genius.
Right, like he's like, basically it was like a gift that he was nice in soccer, and he was like, oh, let me start trying. Oh, I'm even more nice in soccer.
He's like, man, why do people play soccer? You guys suck.
Right. And there's that one character in the shonen.
We're just getting to the good part. It's like, what? Oh.
And there's that one character in the shonen too. That one character that's like that all the time. Like, why you guys do this? You guys are so dumb.
Like, please get out of my face. Let me just score, because I can score from anywhere where I want to.
But I think my favorite character other than him is Bakura. Bakura, I think, with the yellow hair. Just because like when he went into his backstory of like how he was as a kid and like how he sees like the ghost or whatever, I'm like, all right. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, this man's imaginary friend was very strong and accurate. He's like, what would my imaginary friend do? If somebody was good, they'd be right there. Boom. And there's these he's like, what?
Like, I think his story was so good. I think they fleshed it out really well. And to me, I think these stories, I think what this anime does too, that's different from any sports anime, is that they go into the backstory like really well of all these characters, which that's always a plus, especially with sports animes. So.
Yeah, it's really nice how they like hit everybody's personality. Like, even though Izuki Yoichi is definitely the main character without a doubt, everybody gets their time to shine, and they shine well. And it's very like Chigiri. Oh, I feel like I said his name horribly wrong, but like Chigiri. There you go, Chigiri.
With the red hair, right?
We call it Speed Demon, but because he got injured before, he was always here like held back. But then once he let go, he like went off.
Right, like I think was it because he had like he had like a chain to him or something like that, like when he was
Yeah, he
younger
had
or
chains
something.
around his
Mm-hmm.
mental chains around his knee, and then when he got let go, they broke off, and they're like, oh, "Why is he so fast? Crap, he got his old speed back." And
Right,
everybody's just like, and you would think this man's like running like 100 miles an hour while these guys are running 10, but he's just gone.
right. Like he's like whenever you see him, he's right there, just like like. To me, that was a good part, and I think that was what was similar to that. Not really similar, and I still like. I still haven't finished the anime at all, and I'm probably not going to. But it reminded me. I don't know if you're gonna see where I'm going with this, but it reminded me of like the tuning exams when Rock Lee took off his like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
his anklets or whatever. He was just super fast. I'm like, 'cause that's one of the things I did see in Naruto, and I'm just like, wow.
It
Like
still
he
hurts my soul you haven't finished Naruto, but yes,
still haven't finished
that's like
Naruto. I
a
haven't. I
key
haven't.
anime moment for people to know. It's like, this feels so much better. I can move freely. What, you think you're gonna be fast with a few weights? Giant desk. Like, oh my god, it rocks the whole stadium. It's like, guy, you are amazing. Just
Right, you
just
know
like,
what I'm
really?
saying?
You put like 1,000 pound weights on this man, and now this man disappears in the blink of an eye and start kicking people. Like,
That's the good thing about sports animes and animes in general. Like when they like have like that restriction on them and everything. Like in Blue Lock, he had the restriction on his knee, whatever. He took it off,
that
all
man
over the
was
field,
gone.
all over the field. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's to me that's like that's probably one of the best sports animes. I don't watch a lot of sports animes, but like that's one of the better ones. Like I don't think another one can top that. To me, I prefer Ayawashi just because of the story and everything else. But Blue Lock is like right there next to it.
I'll have to watch Ayawashi one day, but like it just nothing's gonna compare to Blue Lock in my mind. Like Blue Lock is that anime. Like I've rewatched the scoring scenes like they were fight scenes. Like like it's just so hype. Like I just rewatch it over and over again. I'm just like,
So it's almost like you could like read the manga, but then when it comes to like the fight scenes or whatever, or like the scoring scenes, you watch the actual anime, so you can like be in the
yes, you
moment.
like you got to see that animated. Like it's just so far. And just to see what comes up, because I don't know if you started reading the manga or if you're gonna read it, but like the next season was
I'm
supposed
probably
to be
not.
like the actual U20 like game that we heard
Oh,
about at
oh
the
yeah,
very end of
yeah.
season one.
Mm-hmm.
That's could probably be all of season two, and that's just gonna be just fire.
Fire.
And if it's not
Hmm.
gonna be the whole season, it's probably to be like most of the season, and then lead up to like the actual Neo Egoist League, which is gonna be even crazier. But I'm just like, yo, it's gonna be years before that comes out. But I am beyond hype. Like I have a tab right now for Blue Lock right now. What chapter am I on? I am on
It's open right now.
chapter. Yeah, I'm on chapter 217, 218. So yeah, no, it's going down. It's going down.
Damn. Well, shit, man. I'm happy for you. I'm probably not gonna read the manga because I don't read manga, which I don't know why. I'm just not in the manga because I'm in the comics. I don't know why I'm not in the manga, but whatever. I just watch the anime and stuff like that. But shout out to Blue Lock and for even coming out and making the wave it did. Like, because everybody talks about Blue Lock now. Everybody talks about it. So
Yep, yep. And I always say like, yo, Wavy put me on. Like I can't even claim to like this thing more. Well, no, I can claim like it more now because I read the manga, but I just can't claim to know about it more. I can't claim to
no,
know about it first.
you can claim that you like it more because I definitely like I said I like Ayawashi more. So I mean that's a
Well,
preference.
shoot.
So it's a
I remember
preference.
I came on the next day like, yo, Wavy, this is crazy. I see the next episode. He's like, yeah, man, wait, not yet.
Yeah, man, I be watching that. I was waiting for that every Saturday, just waiting for. I don't think it came out in the morning either. Like that's how I know I'm really into it. Cause I know it didn't come out in the morning. Like it would come out like at 3 in the afternoon or something like that on Saturday. Like whenever like I'm just chilling and I'm waiting for all the episodes. I'm like I don't see Blue Lock. Like every time I come back at like 3:05 or 3:30, I'm like, oh, there it is. So it must come out in the afternoon. That's how you know. That's how I know I was into it because if I know the exact time it comes out, all right, like
No, that's facts though.
yeah.
And for y'all to know, it has a great sub and a great dub because I listened to both. Because when the sub be like 2 episodes ahead, so I watched the sub and then I would watch the dub just to see back, just to hear it in dub. Be like, okay, this is good.
That's
But
love.
no,
That's love right there.
it is love. I watched the series twice in subbed and dubbed. Like it's
I I mean, I think I've seen a dubbed episode
Fire.
before. I think I've seen the dubbed episode before. Like the dubbed episodes are actually they're good too. Like I mean, there's nothing wrong with any dubbed episodes, nothing like that. I mean, we're not gonna feed into that like whole sub versus dub thing, but I prefer sub. But I mean, the dubs are really good though. So I mean, same with Demon Slayer and everything else, My Hero, whatever. So
Yeah. Demon Slayer comes out today. Gotta go watch it. I'll watch
oh,
that
it does
later
come
today.
out. That's right. What does it come out Sundays? Does it come out Sundays or Saturdays?
No, it comes out Saturdays.
Okay.
That's my schedule right now because Demon Slayer comes out today, and then Hell's Paradise comes out on Tuesdays.
Hell's Paradise come out too. What is that about, Hell's Paradise?
Without giving away too much, basically it's about these different criminals who go to this island to try to find the elixir of life. Because if they find the elixir of life, they'll be able to be pardoned and be freed. And of course, they go to this place called Paradise, but it turns out to be very creepier and very more dangerous than they thought. And you follow one guy around whose name I'm blanking on, but he's called Gabimaru the Hollow, and he's a very cool ninja.
Ooh. That does sound kind of. I'm gonna have to try that out actually, because it's definitely in my recommendations. So I'm gonna have to try that out.
The anime studio is Mappa, and they do.
Mappa's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
shout out to Mappa.
it's weird. It's weird, but it's very cool. The fight scenes are like top notch.
How many episodes is that right now?
We're on episode 7 today.
Oh,
not
true.
tomorrow.
All right.
So yeah, it's still very early.
It's mad early. It's like Mashal. It's like the same number of episodes. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Because like subs on 7, and then dub is on like 4 or 5. So yeah, I'm going back and forth like always. But yeah.
I was back and forth. I feel it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, what other sports animes do you be watching and so, or did you like growing up, or like at all if you had any?
All the sports animes I like came out in like the last 5 years. So I'll say Hiraku.
I still haven't watched that. It's a volleyball one, right?
Yep. And,
is it good?
I'm saying it wrong, but I love it. It's really good. I was watching it on one of my sites. I don't think it's finished yet, or if it's finished, they're going to finish it with a movie. But it's very good. That's definitely the volleyball one. The tiny giant. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what it is. You got to check that out. Of course, Kiriko's basketball, which I think Kiriko's basketball is actually a very good one and different from other sports anime, because usually the protagonist is like the one who's always OP. And while Kiriko is OP in his own way, like he's not really that OP once you get used to him. So he really is like an OP, like, I make everybody else better around me type thing. So I think that's actually like a really good take for it.
Oh, true. Okay, so he's like he's kind of like a LeBron. He makes everybody better around him and stuff like that.
Yeah, but LeBron's good on his own too.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. I didn't mean to say that. LeBron.
I don't even watch sports, but I know LeBron. I was like, hey.
LeBron. We love you over here. You know what I'm saying? Yo, come on the podcast one time. Just chat with us real quick. If you have the time, you listen to us.
Yeah, about some anime, some sports animes you like.
Yeah, you like. You know what I'm saying?
But like Kiriko's basketball, Haiku. Those are like the main sports animes I liked and like keep up with, or try to see if I need a new episode coming out. Besides that, I don't know if we would consider a sports anime, but Baki, fighting animes.
Those the fighting animes, okay.
Up there, like Baki 2 is coming out. I know Corner probably heard about that. He's hyped for that one.
I saw that too. I saw that 2's coming out and everything. But because Baki, is that a Netflix anime or that's just a regular?
That's on Netflix right now. Yes.
How many episodes is that? Like 10?
No, that's a smooth like 20.
20 episodes? Okay. Damn. I got some enemies that come down the pipeline right now, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, but I mean, I do want to watch Haiku. I mean, I've seen that on my timeline so many times on Netflix and on Crunchyroll, but
Haiku
I just never want to watch it.
Please watch it. Like, this every time I watch a sports anime, it makes me wish I played sports in high school. I'm just like, dang, this looked like it was a thing. Like, man, I missed out. Not really, because I had plenty of video games to play back in high school. But still, like, I missed out.
I definitely feel that, because I think this, like you said before, the sports anime is just like they make it so that like you want to get into it. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to like think all that, and it has like that. It has like that feel of like if I think like this whenever I'm playing sports, that I will be the best ever. You know what I'm saying? It has that feeling. It has that feeling. I don't know why, but it has that feeling, especially in Blue Lock. Like I said, the way they be thinking and stuff about these goals that they be scoring and like how they analyze the field. And Iowa did this really well as well. Like they just turn out to be really good. I think the character progression in these stories are also like fire too. So I mean, yeah,
and like if you play like they do, you don't need a high school or a college degree. You about to go pro and make booty money and hopefully save your money and like do right by yourself. But I'm like, nah, man. Where am I gonna go to college degree to get a computer science degree when I can play soccer like
no,
this? Nah.
I'm gonna go to the league. I'm gonna be professional.
Shoot. I'm gonna be over here scoring for my country and just changing the world of soccer. And and it's always so funny because like whenever you look at these high school kids, like I think Kiriko's basketball and Hiroko are more accurate, but like in Blue Lock they are ripped. They
are like
definitely super like athletically just muscled.
And they're on like high school, right?
Yeah,
right.
Like, high school is over here looking like you could take down like a smaller army. Like
right, like what's going on with this story right now? Like why y'all jacked up like this? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, when you see like how they like kick the ball and like how they score, you're like, no, that's why.
Oh no, that's a lot of power. I don't want to get kicked by one of those.
Imagine getting kicked in the shin by one of these guys.
Oh my god, there goes your whole lower leg. Like shoot, when Izuki got kicked by that ball by what's his name?
Oh, with about a protagonist, right?
Yeah,
like the beginning stages of it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm blanking on this man's name, but the ball got kicked towards him. He got hit in the stomach. This man looked like he got Hadouken. He said, oh.
Right, like, and that's the great thing about sports animes too. When they get hit or whatever, like you feel that, like you're like, oh.
Yeah. And he's like, he still got back up because I'd have been out. They would have like knocked me out of Blue Lock that day.
Like that's it. I can't do no more. I can't do it. Nope.
Like, nah, y'all just kicked me with the soccer ball. That really hurt. Like, nah, I'm good.
And my thing is like in these animes, how do they have so much force behind the basket, behind the ball or whatever? How do they have so much force behind this stuff?
Man, that kicking precision and power is different. Cause I'm just like y'all. As a goalie, it makes sense for me not to want to get the ball because I'm like, if I try to block with my hand, there goes a finger. Like I'm about to break a finger. Like if I like get it with my arm, I'm about to like just like just like get it
basically
all broken out of place. I'm just like, man, that's not the life. But my thing is during a whole time of a Blue Lock, what did this man Ego tell their parents? Because they low key did address it, like parents are having complaints and stuff. I'm like, y'all were gone for a minute. Did y'all not have homework? Was this was this summer break? Like, how is this possible?
Like, they just got a letter from home and saying, like, oh, y'all been selected and stuff like that, but they don't ask, like, no other questions. Like, that's the thing with anime, too. Like, I don't think these people have parents, but they don't care about them. They don't care about them at all.
Parents be super trusting in these animes. That's all I know. It's like, oh, my son's about to play in this place called Blue Lock, which I've never heard of, and then be gone for who knows how long. Okay, have fun. Me and your mother will be here. Pretending we're single again without kids. Like I don't know.
Like call us if you want. If you don't, it's fine. We know you're doing your thing.
Oh, well, that's not happening in black anime. Where are you going? For how long? Who's there?
Who you with? Where they live?
Blue Lock be different. It was all black Americans. Be like, okay, I gotta call my mom again. She's in the middle of training. Look, if I don't call my mom now, she's gonna come down here.
Do you guys want that? Do you really want a mom coming down here trying to curse me out and everybody cursing you guys out?
Yeah, nah. And then she gonna find out all you feeding me is rice and pickles. Yeah, nah, that's not.
Nah, she ain't going for that. She's not going for that. So please let me just do this real quick, and I'll be right back. Probably like
thank you,
10 minutes.
Like, Ego, man, I hear you. I want to be a striker too, but hey, moms don't play.
You just gotta understand that.
And I have to make my dad come down here too. Lord, you're about to kick me out now. Like you might as well kick me out now. As being the world's greatest striker for America. Like hey, shoot, we call it soccer here, so I know it's not that big.
And y'all know they work right now too, right? Y'all know they have to take off time just to come here.
They gonna be mad as a mug, but whatever.
And I'm looking on like this list of sports animes right now. Like I think they have Beyblade as technically a sports anime or whatever, or something like that.
I can see it. Beyblade was cool as a kid. I didn't really get that much into it. I feel like I wanted to get the toys a lot, but I never did.
I had one toy. I definitely had one. Like I think my mom bought me one when I was like maybe 10 or 11. They were fun. They were definitely fun. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you, but I think I seen some of the anime before. Cause I was one of the ones that came on like Kids WB in the morning, like because that's when like I'm not gonna say the golden age of anime, not at all, but that's when like they were on there, but we didn't know they were anime at all until like years later. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't know Pokemon and we ain't know Pokemon, Digimon, and Beyblade and all that stuff was anime, and Yu-Gi-Oh's anime until like years later. We just knew that it was fire.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I just looked it up. Example sports anime. I don't know. This is one everyone's seen. Everyone's seen Speed Racer.
Of course, and that's technically sports anime.
I guess you consider racing's a sport. So yeah, sports and everybody seen Speed Racer. It's like, oh my god,
No, that's like an old one too. So yeah, shout out to
that's a classic right there.
Yeah, shout out to the OGs that seen Speed Racer and stuff like that, because y'all been in the sports anime wave a little earlier than us. You know what I'm saying?
Speed Racer came in 1967.
Goodness gracious. 67. I just know the dub for that is awful. I know the sub for that is probably awful. The voice acting is probably awful for that.
Yo, Speed Racer was just a classic. This man had the souped up car for some reason, who had like 15 different like items. Everybody else's car maybe had one. Like maybe that. And then Racer X like just always over here let me just like do some fancy car maneuvers and get out the way and win. And then it's like, oh my god, who is this Racer X? And I think that's where the bad dubs came from, or people like make fun of it. It's like, oh my god, Speed Racer, watch out!
Right. Yeah, I was like, that's like one of the old kung fu movies just like had bad dub too. He was like, and he just say something.
We are here to fight.
Right. Damn,
I'm guessing we translated from "we're here to fight," but we didn't know what to do with the mouth movement, so we just let it slide.
Let it slide with the actual like pick it up, so it's all good.
Yeah, no, but yo, listen to this podcast. Let us know somewhere. We'll have to make a post about it. Like, what's your favorite sports anime?
Word.
We about to check this out. This is our like little anime series about us exploring like different genres of anime and what's special about it, and what made it special to the anime thing. Because you can see a lot of like things in Blue Lock and different stuff like about transformations, which is not just Dragon Ball Z, about like reaching the next level of like
the untapped potential type stuff like that. Yeah.
So like all these different themes go out through all these different genres, and it's not just like your Dragon Ball Z's, your Bleaches, and all that. But it's just so cool to see. So like if you never gave sports anime a chance, look it up. Check out Baki. Check out Kiriko's Basketball. Check out Haikyuu. Check out Prince of Tennis. But without a doubt, the squad recommendation
said
is Blue Lock.
That is the recommendation. That's the ultimate recommendation, yo. I'll say Ayawashi too, but definitely check out Blue Lock. Blue Lock is definitely the one you need to check out to get you, if you want to get into sports animes, like really into it. That's the one, because like the way they be doing this stuff in here is just ridiculous. If you want like a good story along with it, then I would say watch Ayawashi. But Blue Lock is definitely the one. That's the one right now. That's the one.
You got a good story too, because this is low key the Blue Lock.
It does have a story. It has a story.
Plus other sports animes. But yes, no, Blue Lock is like that thing.
It definitely has a story too, like a good story.
Because the next one we're about to go in is going to be a little bit of a bigger topic. So hopefully we have all four of us. We're definitely going to talk about our favorite shonen and where we started with that one. That could be anywhere. And after that, we just dive into different topics, like our different horror animes, or our different like Gundam animes and different stuff like that. So we'll see what we have in the future.
Forrest is going to like the Gundam topic because he's a big Gundam fan. I know that for a fact. So he's going to like that topic a lot.
You know man, he's about to really go down in the podcast.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Oh, but before we get out of here though, I don't think we answered like the actual question. Like, what do you think that like the sports anime like genre has done to like anime in general? Like, you know what I mean?
I definitely think that we touched on it a little bit, but it's like sports anime like gives out like that imagination that sports doesn't always have, at least for people who don't
Mm-hmm.
like are super big into it. And it just like makes you want to be in sports. It makes you want to low key go outside and be like, I'm about to practice my trick shot a few times. I'm about to like get my right arm down and be like, yo, from anywhere on this court, I can shoot with my right arm. And I'm like, three, three, three. Like,
Just keep on doing the same one over and over and over again. And like even like the I think I agree with you too, because I think they add like the different it gets people that are like non anime that are in the sports. I think if you recommend like a good sports anime to someone that actually plays a sport, they'll be like, yo, this go crazy. Like if you ask a basketball player to watch Kuroko's basket or whatever, or if you ask a soccer player to watch Blue Lock or I watch it, they're like, damn, I really get this stuff, I think it's just me when I'm on the court. It's what I
oh
be
yeah,
thinking,
definitely.
because I would think that like if you're on the court or whatever, or you're on the soccer field, in your head you're thinking that like all the possible things you can do, because like you study the sport, you study like everything that in the playbook and everything just to be nice. Like think about what LeBron and MJ had to do like with these like playbooks and in their minds just to like be able to go on the court and just go crazy every night. You know what I mean? So, and that's just like that's the high tier. So you know what I mean? So,
And that's what makes it great about the also sports animes. They're not inaccurate. They're like accurate to the sport. They're just making up stuff and making up rules, and they just happen to call it basketball or happen to call it football. They're pretty on par with the rules and everything else that make it great. So I mean, like it makes sense.
exactly. It just adds that animation flair to it, which is I know we've been going on about this so many times in the podcast. That's what makes Blue Lock so good. The flair they add to it is just amazing. And if y'all listening to this podcast right now and y'all seen Blue Lock, y'all know what we talking about. But if you haven't watched it, definitely just give it a try. Give it a try. And you'll be like, yo, Phuca-Pod told me about Blue Lock, you know what I'm saying? Everyone was saying about it, but I didn't want to watch it. But but Desert and Wavy talked about it. Yo, this is crazy right now. So,
Crazy. So yeah,
You know what I'm
whether
saying?
you're reaching your true ego, you're entering flow, or you're going to minus or plus tempo, there's a sports anime for you. And if you know sports anime, I just referenced three of them. So
Basically, there you go. We like probably put like the best one out there, and you got some other ones. So you know what I'm saying. So you got some recommendations, and you heard our takes on this. So we want to hear y'all. We probably gonna put a post out probably later today or later on the week about what's your favorite sports anime, and we want to see what y'all talk about. Because maybe you'll recommend stuff to us that we never heard about, and we might give it a
yeah,
try. You know what
put
I'm saying?
us on. There's always room in the back catalog for anime I'm trying to watch that I haven't got to yet.
Look, man, there's back catalogs and everything, gaming, anime, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much to go around.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's a rap squad. I know you heard the little hand clap just now. That's a rap squad. Be sure to check us out again all across social media boards, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, at Fukuname, Phucaname. You know what I mean? And be sure to check out all these recommendations and give us some recommendations too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was a fun episode. I know we had a lot of fun with this. You know what I'm saying? Like Desert said, when the rest of the squad is here, we'll get to more of the shonen and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Probably get some guests on here. And shout out to Steven too, because I know when he was on here one episode, he definitely said something about haiku too. I wanted to shout him out because he definitely said something about haiku and how it's fire. So, you know what I'm saying? But of course, it's your boy Wavy God, WAVII_GAWD. You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter. We give the good news out at Fukunami as well. Of course, rate this podcast 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Really helps us out. So we want to give you all the best content. Desert, you close us out with your socials. What's up?
Yo, it's your man Desert Skies, DESERTSKIES. Find me on Instagram and TikTok. For as long as your state might have it, because I hear that I think it was like what Montana is going to like ban TikTok or something or whatever. Somebody's gonna do it. So I'm
The
like,
first step,
yo,
the first state to do it.
we'll see how that goes, because that's not happening until January next year. But hey, freedom, USA, yay,
Yay! Yay! We love it here. We're not just saying that because it's a gun to our head.
Yeah, just so easy to get. Oh yes, squad is a little political. I'm like, or am I? But yeah, those are my. Yo, hit me up on the socials. We always here. And we, I just want to say that we appreciate you to those who do listen to us, because we just some friends from Hampton who making this come together, and
Ain't
we
you?
can't be together in the same state and stuff. This is how we get together. Besides our chats, and we talk about stuff. We just like sharing that with y'all, and we just like hearing from y'all. So we really appreciate it. Those who do listen to us.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate y'all. We definitely appreciate y'all that been commenting on the Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast too, and just rating us, giving us a good ratings of 5 stars, 4 stars. You know what I'm saying? It's all love either way. But last episode, we out. Desert, please close us out with the usual.
We out of here.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
Peace.